EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the LA... And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And what an incredible athlete with a cannon for an arm. And he's drawing comparisons to some of the best mobile QBs the league has ever seen. In addition, this is a young man who's learned from his mistakes along the way, prepares really well each and every time now, and he's got an opportunity to blossom in this system.
Here we go, Shaq. Huh.
They go play action with Willis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw caught there by Osborne. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And every time you step on a field, talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Down the sideline he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
On the tackle, it was Dane Belton. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Willis will look to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
The end result, 21 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open and keeps it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack?
There he goes, right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Check. Bronco switch.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Fights through it. Well, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now 2nd and 3. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Najee Harris with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
In recent years, we've seen a lot of love for North Dakota State in the NFL draft. And Trey Lance, he's a great example of what the Bison are sending to the league each and every year. This guy looks like a franchise quarterback. He wants his opportunity to prove it to the rest of the league.
Here we go.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. It was Brian Cook who made the tackle. These two teams all tied after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action. Now it's Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Working from the gun, Lance. And his throw is incomplete. The Chargers have 15-1 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A give for Taylor running right side. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. Now play fake. Lance. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards that time.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Chargers have taken the lead. So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander for 2nd place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
And, partner, he now just sits 1 behind LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 28. We know LT's watching. We know he'd hate to lose his record, but we also understand he has great admiration for what this man's done, and he would be a worthy successor to the crown. LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the great players, one of the great people of the NFL.
Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. And now the 1,400-yard mark eclipsed, a touchdown on that last drive. He's put together such a solid season. We always talk about 1,000-yard campaigns and 2,000, so elusive, but 1,500, that's a nice total to aim toward, too.
It really is, because when you get to that type of a number, you know those guys up front have done yeoman duty, right? And what we don't give them enough credit for is not just the initial blocks that they make. It's that 2nd and 3rd block. Sometimes you get the combination blocks where you're running the power game. But how about the linemen who can get their block on the line of scrimmage and climb to the 2nd and the 3rd level and get linebackers and defensive backs downfield to gain additional yardage?
And they have done that to perfection almost this year. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Okay,
3rd and 2. Now Willis to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
On third down, here's Harris. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
We gotta be big time now. Me and you.
Ready?
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Willis rushing him to the line in a hurry here. Willis to throw on second. Pass caught here by Osborne. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Willis looking to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hawkins. 2 yards on the pickup, but that's all they needed to move the sticks. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Now Willis. He'll check this down to Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A final shot before half for Lance. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this will be caught at the 30. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you to Orlando. Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Lance now on first down. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional.
Touchdown, Chargers! A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Roll, check, Panthers, smash, reload. Johnson
running right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. L.A. readies for its next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was all finished off by the Jonathan Taylor touchdown catch. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Willis. Out to the flat here for Johnson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Willis. That's caught by Tucker. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Here's Willis. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Let go.
Now Willis to throw. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Now Willis. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. They'll wind up getting just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Willis. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Alert! Alert! Shout alert! No! No! Bring it!
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Ready!
Willis, got to have this one. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now.
Ready.
On 1st down, Lance. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just...
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. And even 60 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. On first down, Willis. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Second down, here's Willis. That's caught again by Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Here's Willis. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down. First and 10 at the 40.
Willis is going to throw once more. Throw left side, complete. That's Schultz. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Touchdown Raiders. Jonathan Mingo from 21 yards away. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Able to shake him off. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25. Willis. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Ready.
On third down, it's Willis. being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And as his defense walks up.